Hello and welcome back to the Stronghold. It's that time again, Friday Night Magic. This week we're going to talk about one of the top 3 decks in the historic queue. Definitely one that you are going to want to start building towards in your personal historic collection. Now, obviously, this isn't the deck that you start with right away, but it's one of those baseline decks that's going to do very, very well for you and is worth making the investments in over time as the deck continues to evolve. I can assure you that this deck looks very different than when I first started playing Arena, essentially right from the very beginning. But the cards that I have picked up over time continue to contribute to the deck. Now, the beautiful thing about this week's Friday Night Magic is that it is all access historic. And the reason I love this event and the reason that I'm always so excited to bring this event to the channel is that it is the great equalizer. You see, in all access historic, they let you run cards whether you have them or not. So whether you've been playing since day one or this is day one, you come at this event with equal footing. This deck draws upon one of its key cards from the Jumpstart set. And right now, if you don't know, we're doing a little thing here around the channel for Jumpstart June, in which we are essentially playing as much Jumpstart as we can. And this deck is one of the key reasons because it is a great way to pick up cards for this deck. But before we get into all that, I've set a goal here for the channel to get to 100 subscribers. And while that does not seem like a lofty goal, I can't do it without you. So if you're finding any sort of technical value, any sort of entertainment value, or just are a giving sort of soul, please take a moment and subscribe to the channel. And again, if you're seeing the value, others probably will too. So be sure to push this out to a friend who may or may not play Arena yet, because hopefully my content is just the sort of thing that beginners need in order to get a leg up on the environment. And here we are, just a couple months into that goal, and we are already over halfway. That's right, at the time of this recording, we have hit 51 subs, and our goal was to hit 100 by the end of the year. So hurrah to us. I'm considering this a major success and victory. And I just want to take a moment to thank all of you out there who have assisted with this, particularly those folks that you see on our screen, our subscribers who have taken the initiative not only to subscribe to the channel, but also made their subscription public. So thank you to each and every one of you. If you have chosen to keep your subscription private, I respect that. And I'm so glad to have you here. And while I have your attention, don't forget to tap the notification bell and make sure that you are being notified of all the possible content that we're bringing out there to you so you never miss out on a thing. So as promised, this week we are going to talk about the Elf Tribal deck for Historic, or as I call it, Elfosaurus. As you can see, it's a pretty basic breakdown here with 24 green sources, 4 of which are castles from the current set. You may or may not have a complete playset on that. But again, with this being an all-access event, it really doesn't matter. And that is why so many of our cards are rares and mythics, because we don't have to worry about having them in our collection. But everything is essentially an elf with the exception of the Craterhoof Behemoth, where creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And all you have to do with that is put it on the battlefield, and it has haste, so it'll be swinging right along with the team. Some nice Lord cards in here like the Clan Caller and the Archdruid. Archdruid, of course, also gives you a large green mana source availability, and the Clan Caller lets you tutor up additional copies, and that's why we're running 3 up, both of those being rare cards. Those playing the current standard environment will recognize the Elvish War Master as a ridiculously good card that just poops out tokens. Always good things. Land of War Elves are the classic mana dork creature for elves, and they get impressively large thanks to the lords. Also, we have Marin the Nurturer and a Shapeshifter Realm Walker, which of course is also an elf. Dwayne's Elite. If you control an elf, when it enters the battlefield, you make another elf token. So very much a go-wide strategy going on here, supported by Collective Company that lets you look at 6 and put 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. That's basically half the creatures in our deck. Very, very good stuff. And the Whisper, as a one-of, whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card to keep your hand loaded up. And the coup de grace on this particular deck is the Allosaurus Shepherd, mythic from the Jumpstart set. It can't be countered. It's a single green mana for a 1/1. Green spells you control can't be countered, so really screws over control decks. And for the bargain price of 6 mana, each elf creature you control has base power and toughness of 5/5 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other types. So the beauty of that is, just because it becomes a 5/5 dinosaur doesn't stop it from also being an elf. So things like a Clan Caller and Archdruid continue to pump this. So it's very easy to have 7/7 creatures in there, and when you throw down something like the Crater Hoof, they just become ridiculous. So much trampoly goodness. Nothing but gold here, guys. Nothing but gold.
Wait, what's that? You didn't catch all that? Well, Matt wants you to know the links are in the doobly-doo. But let's not forget that the main reason that we are so interested in these Friday Night Magic at Homes is the 2 free rare or better ICRs that you get for winning just 2 matches. That's right, 1 ICR per win for the first 2 wins. It just doesn't get better return than that on Magic Arena. And while I am not a big cosmetics guy, I know a lot of you out there are really into the cosmetics, and the Friday Night Magic at Home is a great opportunity for you to partner with your local game store during these troubling and difficult times and receive a code to get 2 free cosmetics items that could be anything from card cosmetics to avatars to sleeves. Really a great opportunity to get those little special freebies that for some of us make the game more fun. And with all that having been said, please take this opportunity to like, comment, and subscribe. It is the budget way to support this budget channel because it doesn't cost you a thing. Do it for Graham. Do it for the algorithm. Do it for the iced coffee. And until next time, I'll see you in the arena.